Yes, hello and welcome. This is Formula 1 2014 career mode, and we are at Malaysia. It's the second race in our second season with our Williams team, and yeah, qualifying, I only qualified in 13th place. As you can see, my race strategy there with an option prime on lap 8 and lap 18 I will be pitting. And yeah, on my qualifying, the second qualifying Q2, I actually crashed. I didn't actually crash, but I made a mistake and spun on my final lap. I was about 4/10 up to be put into Q3. However, after that spin, that lap was basically over. So I am starting in 13th place, and yeah, it's been my first Formula 1 video in a while. My first video in a while actually, because it's been my, if you didn't already know, it was my 18th birthday on Monday. So yeah, big man now, proper full-on man. But yeah, I've just been really extremely busy with that, drinking, being at the legal age to drink and stuff like that. But the 5 lights are out and away we go now, and we've had quite a good start considering all the other cars have got traction control, and we are still in we're in 14th at the moment, and we are just going to try and go down the inside as many people as possible as we get very close to hitting Button there and Hulkenberg, as we are now dart in between Hulkenberg and Massa, and we almost give Hulkenberg a touch as we squeeze him wide, but now we move over to the left hand side of the track to try and find a little bit more traction. As you can see, my engine is getting quite hot, so that is going to be an issue. It's a dive down the inside, and whoa, that was close. Do you see how close the Ferrari came to being taken out by me? Don't forget, I'm doing realistic damage, so that was a risky move that could have ended up with tyres flying absolutely everywhere. But yeah, we are now into P4 from 13th, and we dropped down to 14th at one point, so that is an absolute brilliant start to the Malaysian Grand Prix. But yeah, as I was saying, I have just been sort of juggling my legal age drinking and college. I've had extra college work this week as well, so it's been a pretty busy week, but so it's been really difficult to actually make a video for you guys. But here it is, and you can see on lap 2 I've got Vettel, and I'm not sure who is behind Vettel, but Vettel is actually sort of closing that gap, and he's going to have DRS on this lap because it's lap 3 now, and we are now about, what, 3/10 up on our previous lap, which is 1:41.7, and I'm not sure about the pace with this Williams car. It just doesn't seem to have that pace. I'm not sure what it is with Formula 1 2014. It feels like the Force India is better, even though it actually isn't in real life. I don't know why, but even messing around on a Force India, it just feels better. But I'm not sure now. We've got Vettel coming. He looks like it's a double DRS. He couldn't get past me in the last DRS zone, but he's going to have DRS again on this straight, and I'm just going to have to go defensive and just hope that I can keep him behind me. He tries to squeeze down the outside, but he just backs out of it. That is sensible because I didn't leave him a lot of room. But on lap 4, he's going to try exactly the same thing, and you can see he's a lot closer on the first DRS straight, and it looks like he's got past us quite easily. He darts onto the racing line, but we dart down the inside, and we almost touched there. That got really close. Our wheels are about 3mm apart, and we have got that place back, because I'm having to be extra aggressive because my DRS is broken. So if I lose him in the first DRS zone, I can't catch him in the second because I do not have DRS. But now we've got Hulkenberg trying to overtake us. He's overtaken Vettel, and now he's got past us quite easily, but he sort of backs out of it. I don't know why, and he comes back at us and touches us, and we get caught on his wheel. A bit of a side pod glitch there, and it looks like he's got past us because he's got the DRS, because he's behind us at the time of the DRS detection zone. It looks like Vettel's going to try it. No, Vettel decides to back out of it, but I take a nice quick line through the first corner, and it looks like I've taken that place back from Hulkenberg if I can get through this corner without touching him, and we are now back up to P4. So on lap 7 now we've got Vettel trying to overtake us once again, and we do that switchback, but this time we catch his rear diffuser. and that's giving us front wing damage. However, our DRS is now working, so I have got the benefit of DRS, but it's going to lose me a lot of time in the pits, probably about 2 seconds to change this front wing. It's one thing I don't like about Codemasters in Formula 1. If you've got only a tiny bit of damage, they still change your whole front wing, whereas in real life they don't actually do that. So as we enter now the pits, we're waiting to find our Williams pit garage, which is all the way almost at the bottom of the pits, as Williams, since coming back into Formula 1, haven't really had the car to get further in the Constructors' Championship, as they changed my front wing and my tyres, and we get hauled by Hulkenberg and Vettel, so we've lost 2 places in the pits because of that little bit of front wing damage. So we rejoin the track now in P11, and we're going to try and overtake Vettel as soon as possible, because the AI on the outlap are extremely slow, as we have a nice line through the first corner, the chicane, which is technically 2 corners, but we've overtaken him now, and we're now into P10, as we skip now to the end of lap 9, coming to lap 10, and the rest of the grid have gone into their pits, because we mainly all started on options, and I can see a yellow dot in the minimap. That means my teammate has just come out in front of me, as we had Vettel there trying to overtake us as well. So we've got Massa just in front of us, so we've lost 2-3 places with that front wing change. So we're going to move it into fuel mode for mix 3 now, hopefully pick up the slipstream from our teammate and do a dive bomb on him. Just hopefully without touching, as we go down the inside now, very close, and I push him wide and take that place. Very aggressive move there. I don't know if my team will be happy about that, because that was an extremely aggressive move, but I wanted that place badly. As we are now on lap 13, and we had Vettel once again trying to overtake us. He's been really anxious to overtake us in the 2 DRS zones. It seems like it's the only time he can catch up with us. I'm slow in the end of sector 3, and he has the DRS zone. He has the DRS zones, so that's the only place he can really overtake. Whereas all the other sectors, sector 1 and sector 2, basically, I'm a lot faster than he is. So it has been a weird race, as we have Massa there going down our inside, and we're just going to take the outside line, because we'll have the inside for the next corner, and we try not to hit our teammate, and we hit the bollard, and that broken our front wing once more, and then the bollard got stuck between our right front tyre and caused us to have a little bit of wheel spin. So that's twice now I've broken my front wing, which is not good. So we come to lap 16 now, coming round the weird corner that everybody hates, that you just can't get traction now, and I've hit the bollard once more. I don't believe it. I took a slightly tighter line to try and get extra traction, and it was too tight, and I ended up hitting the bollard, which has taken off the whole of my front wing, which is not good. That means I'm going to have to make a pit stop 2 laps early, as we hit the grass just slightly, get a little bit of wheel spin, as we're coming into the pits now over the line. And what has happened there? What? That's ridiculous. Look, I passed the zone. Oh, there's 2 lines. I thought the first line you cross when you get into the pits, it goes into that auto mode when it throws you down the circuit. And I was just taking I was just drinking my cup of tea, and I found out there's a line afterwards, about 10 metres afterwards, that actually is the automatic time to go into the pits. So I took my hands off the steering wheel and went straight into the wall, which is not good. So I've lost myself 10 points at least today, probably actually only about 4 points, with the DNF finishing 22nd, the only retirement of the race. But yeah, this is Elliot Splash signing out. Sorry about the ending. Believe me, I was annoyed, as probably you are, thinking, I've just watched 6 minutes, 8 minutes actually, of a video for nothing. You haven't even finished. What's wrong with you, Elliot Splash? I don't know. I promise next time I'll have an extremely good race. I promise for you. And that is a dead promise. I'll finish on the podium just for you. So yeah, this is Elliot Splash signing out. Do not forget to like, comment and subscribe. And until next time guys, I hope you enjoyed this.